obviously, since you've lowered their height, but you'll also have the ability to actually move through them. And these settings are going to make the terrain, especially in mountainous terrain, just look absolutely.
Okay, so what we are gonna be doing now is we are going to complete this function. This function is called isWeaponComplete, and this function is going to return true if the whole weapon tree is complete, or it's gonna return false if the weapon tree is not complete. And the factor that decides if a weapon is complete or not is going to be if the root weapon, which is going to be the currently what do you call that? The weapon, which is going to be the very root, if it has any parent or not. Oh, sorry, if it requires any parent or not. Ano yung charger fluid directly. And the second requirement. Tama? The second requirement is every single child, starting from the root, they need to have all of the mandatory mandatory. Amo chichi, juice ham yawa, kacham. Every single uh every single child needs to have the mandatory okay, need to have come on. Okay, needs to have all of the mandatory uh, slots occupied. Every single child needs to have its children's slot occupied. If we notice that there is even one slot that's marked as not optional but it's not equipped, or it doesn't have any child, then we are gonna say that it is not complete. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing. So the first thing is this. It's gonna be the first check. I think for now we can get rid of this comment. So if we can do an if it is empty, it's false, then we're gonna return false. As simple as that. Instead of doing this, let's do it's not empty. It's gonna be the opposite. So if it is not empty, then we're gonna return true. But if it is empty, then yes, then we can say that. Okay, let's do a sequence right here. So it's gonna be the check root, thus root part require the root to. Okay, so if it does, then no, it's not valid. It's good. Okay, so when it's done, now the second thing we need to do is we gotta iterate from every single one of the parent. So let's also promote this to a local variable. Call this root, or we can even call it current current part. Okay, and if it is false, we're gonna set this to current part. Looks good to me. For now, we're gonna have this clear all nodes. Yes, there we go. Where is this? Okay, it's here. Current part. I think we gotta do it here. Let's just do it here. It's gonna be much more simpler. Okay, current part, and then this is gonna be current part, and this makes it much more simple. Okay, now we'll keep it here. Okay, so now that we checked, we are gonna create a stack. So this is going to be a stack of actors. Let's just call it current stack. Okay, and we are going. It's going to be an array. We are going to go in the array and add our current part. Okay, We can even create a small function to make it easier for us to work with these. So we have our stack, we have our current part, just gonna add it here, and yeah. So after doing this, we can start a while loop while stack is not empty, okay? Okay, so what we wanna do is we wanna check if it has every single children. Wanna set current part. What we wanna set our current part is going to be our stack. We're gonna get copy of 0. Okay. This is gonna get and set it here, and after getting it, we also wanna remove index number 0. So we have our current item. Pop element from stack, and once we pop it, what we want to do is we want to iterate every single child. So we have this. And what we want to do is get a component by class, and the component that we want to get is going to be our cuckoo. So once we have this, we want to get attached children. We can even promote this to a local variable and call this current part comp. Okay, so let's do this, and so let's get current part comp keys. So once we have the keys, we are going to be iterating them. Okay, so every single iteration. Oh no, actually, you know what? This was not it. We did not need to do this. We're going to get weapon part object, and we want to get rule possible children slots. Okay, and this is what we want to iterate. So we want to check. Array element 1. So if you find it, you're gonna break it, and if it is not optional, if it is false, we're gonna simply return this. Okay. So what we are doing is iterate every possible children attachment and see if check if it's optional or not. Okay, so if it's not optional, it means it's marked as mandatory, so we're gonna return false. That's good. Looks good enough. But if it is, okay, so after completing the loop, okay, after doing this, what we wanna do is get attached children. So get attached children. We want to do a keys, and we want to add all of it to our stack. Add items. No, we want to do add item, and then what we want to add is going to be this. Okay, so we gotta start a for loop, and when we start this, we want to add the element. Okay. Do a find for these, and the element that we get is gonna go here. It's gonna keep on continuing the loop. Add current parts, children, stack. Okay. And what else do we do? Iterate possible get possible children slots, and if any one of them is invalid, is not optional, then the weapon is not complete. Okay, it'll make sense. Okay, looks good enough. I think that is it. Okay, I think if we would card can have a root key, then the weapon is not complete. Okay, it only makes sense. But if it's complete, then we're gonna iterate every single child and check if got it. Okay. So we can also mark this. We don't really need to mark anything. Okay, it's good enough. Okay. So to test this functionality out, we can do is open level blueprint and we can do a tick event. Tick and do is weapon complete, and the weapon that we're going to be looking for is a scope. We're going to print this. We don't want it to print in lock. What we want to also do is we want to set this to as the key. Okay, check it out now. Lead is false. Okay, why is it false though? No, why? So let's put a break somewhere. Can we do a break? I forgot. It was F5, right? Yeah, F at a breakpoint. Okay, the weapon that we are in currently is going to be a scope, yes. Okay. It's not empty. Get possible parent. I see, get possible parent. Okay, yeah. If it has parent. Wait a minute. I forgot. This is going to be the scope. What the fuck? We've got a breakpoint here. Get root weapon. Voice attached weapon. Invalid. It should be valid. Okay. Okay, I see. It's supposed to be here, and this is supposed to be here. Local variables and yeah, we are supposed to get rid of this attached children, attached parent, and attached all this. Okay, and same goes for these. And then we have, do we don't have slot or something for the parent? Where is it? Slot, attached slot. Okay. Should be the scope. Yeah. Let's see. So it looks good now. Why is it false? What the fuck? The body? Okay, that's good. Oh, we're supposed to return true at the very end. That is it. So I think we can play, and it should give us true. Yeah, it's true because it says that the weapon is complete. Oh, even though it's not, we haven't marked it that way. Good enough. Good shit. So we are done with the function. I'm studying my stream now. Yeah, because I wanna sabotage your studies, man. Why should you be studying? It's not fair. I think I'm gonna do some lead code after a while. I mean, I'll try to. It's like very hard. So we're done with the functionality. We have this weapon complete. We also have root. We also have attach child. And I don't think there's anything else that we need to do. So detach. Yeah, we can have a function called detach a child, something like that. Okay, detach child. We can also have another function called detach parent, right? Yeah, we can have that. Anyways, the detach child is going to take in just one parameter. Oh, sorry, two. This is going to be the parent. Parent child, or maybe we can even have based on slot. Detach child by actor. Okay. Okay. by slot. Let's just do it this way. Okay, so what we can do is we can have slot, we can have main, slot to detach. Okay, it's good enough. So get parent, and you're gonna do get component by class, and the component that we are looking for is going to be our cuckoo. We want to promote this to a local variable. It's called this parent comp. Okay, and let's connect these. So we have a parent comp. What we want to do is we want to get attached children, and we want to try to find what do you call it? Get slot to detach. And now we're gonna have the actor, and we're gonna promote this to a local variable called actor to detach. Actor to detach. Okay, so we have this. So what we're gonna do is get the actor to detach, and then we're gonna detach from actor. This is going to detach it from every single actor that it is currently attached to. So this is going to be the first sequence. And then after detaching, let's give it a detach from actor. And then after that, we want to remove these components, okay? So we have the parent component. We can do this, and then we can do the remove. With the slot that we want to remove, slot to detach, it's going to remove this. And then what we also want to do is we want to get actor to detach, and then we want to get component by class. We want to get its weapon part component, and what we want to do is we want to set parent attached parent to null, and we also want to set attached slot name to null. So we do this, we then do this, going to get rid of it, and yeah, it's pretty much done. That is basically it. And we can call some interface functions if needed, but we'll decide that later. We don't want to do that. Detach child by slot, detach child by slot. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Yeah, attach, detach, get root, is weapon complete. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I don't think we need any other functions now. So this is going to give us the ability to detach. So to try this one out, let's do something. Let's go to our new map, and let's have a let's call it let's add custom event detach. So it's gonna detach after, let's say, 5 seconds. So we're gonna add a delay, and let's make it 5. So after 5 seconds, the scope and the body, it should get detach by slot. So we are gonna detach the fuck. Yeah, we're gonna have the parent over here, and we wanna have the scope slot get detached. Okay. So if you run this, let's wait 5 seconds now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now these two actors, they should be detached. Wait a fucking minute. Are they not detached? I don't think so. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Detaches the root component from this component it is attached to. Okay, just to be safe, let's add a breakpoint and play. Okay, yeah, we are here. What the fuck? This is never getting called. I wonder why. Did I not add a breakpoint here? I did not, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fuck? Oh, we never called to this function. I'm fucking retarded, dude. Anyways, we gotta call the detach function. Detach function. So I don't even think we need to add a breakpoint because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna work out of the box just like that. Remove breakpoint. Play this. Have a look at this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Let's redo this. Yes, now it's detached. You can see it. This is like over here, and the scope is in here, so they are detached right now. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm pretty happy with the results. I just need to create this body. Yeah, kill problem. Yeah, pretty sure, man. I can't even solve easy lead code problems. Of course, I'm retarded. Okay, so it's working. I don't think there's anything else to do. We have the detach function. We have our attach functions, and we have some objects that we can work with. Now the next one is next task. It's going to be creating different kind of weapon part properties. For example, you can have recoil and all those things, and it's gonna get influenced by different parts. So if you attach a stock, it's going to make the recoil a bit more bearable and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll probably do it later. Lead code, lead code. Let me close this. The fuck? Okay, so we were supposed to go to lead code, but before that, there's a new game. I wanna check it out. Not once you know it's rooted. Where is it? Yeah, this one. This is the new video of a game that I was looking forward to. Okay, hunting season, combat unleashed. Okay, exploration. I like backdrop filters like this, where you can see the background a little bit. I like this kind of UI a lot. This is just gonna be exploring. I wanna see something a bit more unique. Why the fuck are these people all bald? So you can prone as well, that's nice. Not every day that you get to see a prone in a survival game. The mantle looks good as well. Is there IK? I wonder if there's IK on the hand when they are vaulting. If there is, then it's gonna be nice because that will allow you to climb complex shapes without looking a bit off. Because your character's hand is going to be placed on the physical objects. Mac fanboy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does look nice, man. If Mac has it, then fucking dude. I gotta say, they did it better. Windows 11 has it, but not for everything. It's just for a selected amount of apps. I think it's called Mika. Looks good, but is it all just exploring? I think it's all about exploring. Okay. Good shit. Let's do the easy ones. I think I was doing something. What do you call it? What the fuck? It's just hard. I was doing something last day. I forgot which one I was doing. But I forgot. I think I'm gonna do that one. Merge sorted array or something like that. I forgot, dude. I should have completed that. I don't think this is the one. This is not the one. Which looks like Mac. Oh yeah, Windows 12. But I don't think my computer is going to support that. At least not until I upgrade my GPU. Climbing stairs is good. This is dynamic programming. Remove duplicates, symmetric same tree, convert sorted array to binary search tree, balanced binary tree. So every single node needs to have 2 children or no children. I forgot which one was the which problem I did. Read code. Relative sorted array. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one that I was looking for, yeah. So I even have the solution, like, described here. But it's kind of stuck in my head, so I think I should be able to do it. Yeah, Rajat, help Rajat. Okay, so here's the problem, okay? We are going to have two arrays. Array number one, array number two. Our goal is to give a give an output, which is going to be another array, which needs to have every element that is present in array 2 as well as array 1 first. For example, in array 2 we have 2, right? And in array 1 we have 2 and 2. So the output needs to be 2, 2 and 2 because 2, 2 and 2. And after 2 we can see that we have 1. So we have to check if we have 1 in array number 1. So we have 1 right here and nowhere else. So we just do it. Okay, never mind, fuck me. So yeah, we have two arrays, array number 1 and array number 2. So any element that is present in array number 2 is going to be present 100% in array number 1. Okay, so 2 is going to be there, 2, 2 and 2. 1 is also going to be there, 4 is also going to be there, 3 is also going to be there, 9 is going to be there, 6 is also going to be there, okay? And the number of times this number repeat can be 1 or more than once, okay? So our goal is we have to give a new array output which is going to follow this sequence, okay? It needs to follow the 2, 1, 4, 3, 9, 6 sequence. But the elements are going to be from array number 1, okay? So if we have a look at the sequence of array 2, the first element that we see is 2. So we have to first give out all of the elements in array number 1 whose value is 2. So we have 2 right here, 2 right here, and 2 right here. So we print 2, 2, 2 first. Okay, and the second element that we see is going to be 1, right? So we have to check if we have 1 in array number 1, and we have it right here, so we're gonna print it. Then we have 4, we print it right here. Then we have 3, we have 2 3s, 1 3 right here, 1 3 right here, so we print it. And then we have 9, and then we have 6, and then we have 7 and 19. 7 and 19 are not part of array number 2. They just come from array number 1. So any element that is not part of array 2, they are going to go towards the end and they have to be sorted. Just like this one, 7 is lesser than 19, so it comes first. Okay. If you look at another example, we have this as our array number 1, this is our array number 2, so we have to follow this sequence. We have to first show every single 22 element in array 1. So we just have 122 right here, so we show it right here. And then the next element that we need to show is 28, which is going to be this, so we show it right here. And then we have 8, which is going to be here, and then we have 6 right here. And after that, we are going to be left with some numbers such as 44 and 17. So we have to put them after we are done placing elements that are present in array 2. So after these, okay? And then we also have to make sure that they are sorted. So we put 17 first, and then we put 44 after that, because 44 is larger than 17. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. How do we? The first thing that we can do is we can store the frequency of numbers, like how many times each element is being repeated. So here 2 is being repeated 1, 2 and 3 times, right? And 3 is being repeated 2 times, 1 is being repeated blah blah times. So we can start by storing the frequency of each element. So I think this is in C#, right? Okay, so we can use a dictionary. I think it was dictionary. dictionary, DIONR, but yeah, so it's going to be a dictionary of int and int. So we are going to be storing a map of, what do you call that, element, and then frequency. Let's call it where it's going. Let's go to this one. Okay, so that's going to be an empty. So we are gonna iterate for each var v in R1. So we are iterating array number 1. Okay, and for every single iteration, we want to check if this element is present in this map or not. So if element, the name is so fucked up, but yeah, that contains key v. If it contains, then what we are gonna do is element of frequency pair, and then our v is equals to element frequency pair v plus 1. So we are just gonna increment it by 1. Okay. Okay, I wonder if we can just do this. We'll try to do this. It's gonna make the code a lot more cleaner to look at. Okay, if this is not the case, then what we want to do is, this is the first time that we are encountering this number, so we are going to add it to the map. Dot add, we are going to be adding the v, and the frequency is going to be 1. Okay, so what this is doing is we are iterating every single element. Okay, and every single element we are checking if the element we are in currently, if it is present in the map or not. If it's not present, then we are going to be creating a new record with the element we are iterating as the key and the frequency as 1, because we encounter it for the first time, so the frequency is just going to be 1. Okay, and then as we keep on iterating, we are going to notice that we are going to what do you call it? We are going to have an element that is already in the map. For example, if we get 2 again, then this time we are going to see that 2 is already present in the map, right? So what we do is we get the current frequency, which is going to be 1, and then we increment it by 1. So right now the frequency is going to be 2. So that's what we're doing. We're just incrementing or storing the frequency. Yeah, we are storing the frequency. Store the frequency of each element in in R1. Okay. Okay, so that's it. This is number 1. The second thing that we have to do is we have the elements, right? Now we gotta create a new array. Array. It's gonna be array count number. Okay, so it's gonna be array new r is equal to new int, and the length is going to be element. R1 dot length. Okay, so this is going to be, we are creating a new array called new r, and its length is going to be the size of this. So the both are going to have the same size. Like this is going to be its size, this whole bracket. And this is just an example. There are going to be a lot of the test cases to test this one out. So we have this. Now what we're gonna do is we are gonna be iterating array 2. Okay, so now the next task is we have to maintain this sequence, right? So what we are going to do to maintain this sequence is we are going to be iterating array 2. We're going to iterate array 2, and for every single element that we are iterating, we're going to check if the element is present in this map or not, right? So if it is present in here, we're going to take note of its frequency. If it's sorry, we are going to take note of its frequency and add x number of element to this new r, as long as the frequency is not 0. And every time we add the number, we are going to decrease its frequency, and when the frequency is 0, we are going to just get rid of it. Okay, so we're gonna start a for each again. For each var v in R2. Okay. I would try for while. Yeah, I think we are gonna be using a while inside it. So v in R2, right? So if we can see that element, the element, a bit hard to see. Can I increase the size of the font? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, no, you know what? Contains key, and the key we're looking for is v. Okay, so if it does contain, what we want to do is we want to start a while loop, and while okay, I forgot to put in the full name. Okay, dot frequency. What is that? V is greater than 0. Okay, so we are going to be looping as long as the frequency is greater than 0. Okay, so what we want to do is we can do a for loop as well if we really want to. It's our call, really. We don't really have to worry about anything else. Okay, is it possible to just call an add function in here? I wonder. I'm gonna Google this. Activity. Can we add? Can we do a new r dot add? Okay, so we have to keep track of the index. I see. I see. Okay, so we have to keep track of the index that we are adding to. So int index to add is gonna be 0. Okay, so what we are gonna be doing is index to add is gonna be 0. So while this, okay, is greater than 0. So we are gonna be new r, and then we are gonna be index to add is equals to v, right? We're adding this element, and then we wanna increment index to add plus plus, and then what we also want to do is we want to decrease the frequency. Element frequency where v minus equal to 1. So we are decrementing it by 1. Okay, so when this is complete, what we can do is element frequency pair dot remove. So once this loop is over, it means that the frequency has reached 0. So we don't need to keep it in the map anymore. So we can remove it and blah blah blah. So after this iteration is done, what we should have is we should have a this new r with this values up to this much. Because let's say it's gonna on the first iteration it's going to see that the element is 2. It's going to check if we have 2 in this map, which is going to be yes, we have this element in the map. And then the frequency is going to be 1, 2, and 3, right? So we are going to start a loop, which is going to keep on looping as long as the frequency is not 0. So every time, and then inside this while loop, what we're doing is we are adding the element to the new array. So we are adding 2, and then we are removing the we are decrementing the frequency by 1. So the frequency now is going to be 2. Earlier it was 3, now it's 2. So and then we loop again, and then we add another one, and then the frequency is going to be now a 1. We loop again, we add 2 again, and now the frequency is going to be a 0. So and then we go at the very top of the loop, and we notice that the condition is not satisfied anymore, so we exit from the loop, and this instruction is called, and this instruction is basically just going to remove 2 from our map. Okay, so this is gonna do that, blah 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 blah. So this one should get rid of every single element that's present in okay, so what do we do next? Next is going to be merging the leftovers, for example 7 and 19, right? And I think we all, okay, 9 is there, so yeah, we don't have that. So our next task is going to be merging the leftovers. But before we do that, I want to know what our array looks like at the end. So let's just do a console dot write. Okay, I think we can do a new r dot for each. We can do d. Then we can do a console dot write line, and we are gonna pass in d. Yeah, so this is going to fail. Okay, I'm just doing it so that I can see what the int does not contain a definition. Is it size? I think it's length. You know, it's hard to code without autocomplete. Which is this? Which line is this? In solution, for each is not present in. But if what the fuck are you saying, dude? For each bar v in ur. Okay, let's just do this. Console dot write line. And let's just do v.
You didn't go?
Hindi college ko dito. Sama ni phone da? Mia horo. Tik nung ale. Actually, I'm best nila ako to phone. You wanna see? 222. You see this, right? 222 14339. Okay. But where the fuck is 6? Which one? Which test case is this? 6 should have been there. I'm not sure why 6 is not there. Array 2. Then we have 1. Then we have 4. We have 3. We have 9. And then we have 6, right? 6 should have been printed right here. Not sure why 6 wasn't printed. Okay. Bro, she hasn't replied since last night after dinner. Say, what the fuck, dude? That's quite a long time. Yeah, that's quite a long time, man. She should have replied by now. I don't know. Maybe she again has some kind of trouble. I guess it's the same issue as the when it I think it's gonna be the same issue like it was the last time. You know, busy stuff like that. But yeah, don't get too desperate. Might make you look bad or make you look a bit annoying or clingy. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I'm not the best. Vector 222 196. Okay, 6 should have been there. I don't know why. Where the fuck did 6 go? Element is greater than 0. Okay, we can do incremented by 1 for contains, right? So I want to know why this not working. The index to add, we're gonna start at 0 and then we're incrementing it by 1. Okay, let's see. We also want to print our frequency table for each var v in element in pair. Let's check out what are console dot write line to v. Okay, let's run it. Okay, let's see. 2 is repeated 3 times. You can see it over here. 3 is repeated 2 times, 1 is repeated. Okay, so if that is the case, okay, this one is working. Nine. I don't know why it is not working. Kaya delay. Kata. I can't, man. I mean, I can, but shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, you're doing that up though. Not too despo, yeah. Don't be too despo, but don't be too chill either. Gotta find the perfect balance. So we're adding it. Index is add b, incrementing the element to add by 1, and then we're decrementing the frequency by 1. Okay. Okay, then we are doing it and doing it and doing it. It's greater than 0. Frequency is greater than 0. It looks fucking fine. I don't know why 6 is not getting printed. Six should be there, right? Okay, so just to be sure, let's do a console dot write line. Add it. Let's do add v. New frequency is equal to okay. We want to know. Oh yeah, we forgot to add a semicolon. Added 0 to 2. Okay, 0 0 9 9. Okay, but six is not getting added. I'm not sure. Right line and there's to v. Okay, oh, it's there. Fuck me, I'm stupid. It's just that I forgot that we have to do view more. What can hell, dude? So it was working. I didn't even need to do this. Do this. It looks like the code ends right here, right? But fucking hell, just look at this. There's a 6 over there. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we have to remove the elements we have to modify. Now the next task is going to be iterating or getting all of the elements that are not in array 2 but it is in array 1. So we can loop either one of those things. So we can do for each var v in r. I think we're gonna just do iterate 2 if r2 dot contains, sorry, r1 contains v, and we're gonna skip it. It contains, or we could just inverse the condition, and this is also gonna be a new array. We're going to call this leftover. Leftover is going to be this is going to be length minus index to add. So if we have added 3, length is going to be 10 minus 7. So we have got to add more 7. Yeah, looks good. So if we were adding this 10 and we added index to add, it's going to be 0. Yeah, this might not work. We just might have to do a +1. Okay, we'll check it out later. So so let's say we have 10 elements and we added 3 elements. So 0 1 2. So it's gonna be 10 minus 2, 10 9 8. It's gonna be 8. So we don't. But that's not gonna be fair, right? I think we gotta make it 3 plus 1. Yeah, so I think we have to make it +1 like this. Yeah. Okay, so if it doesn't contain that element, then we're gonna left over And then we're gonna add index to add. We can have an index to add again. Index to add. To add 2 is equals to 0, and then we can do 2 is going to be our v. Okay, so we are going to have all of those things added right here, and then what we want to do is leftover dot sort is going to sort the this one, and then we want to merge it. Now I don't know how the fuck do we merge arrays. How do we merge arrays in C#? How to merge to int concat. Okay, so we just do something like return array1, so it's gonna be array new r dot concat, and it's gonna be array2 leftover dot to array. So hopefully it works. If it doesn't, we are screwed. We're fucking screwed. Sort takes 0 argument. Leftover dot sort, no overload for sort takes 0 argument. What does it mean? I'm just gonna paste this because I don't know the functions of what do you call that? C#. Okay, oh, we have to, oh, I see, this is another one. It's a static function. Read sort, and the array that we want to sort is going to be left over. Okay? Okay, expected. Okay, so we have 3 at the very end. I see, so it has to be, I think. So we have to -1, and also be needs to be +1. So, yeah, we have 2, but contains v. Okay, we gotta do r1, and then r2 contains v. I don't know. This might work right now. Index what's outside of boundaries. Leftover, right? Okay, let me see. So the leftover is going to be, we don't know how many we added. So the number we added is going to be this, right? Added 0. So we added this many items. 2, 3. So we added 1, we added 2, we added 3, and then we want to create a new array. It's gonna be the size difference is gonna be between the length and the number of items we added. Okay, we added 3. The length is going to be -1. We do this. Fuck. Okay, so item to added 2. This is like, I know what to do, okay, but I want to know exactly why you're doing our length minus added. It's not working. We have like shit ton of elements in here, So it's like we can do, let's say the length is 10 and we added 1, 2. So we added 3, right? To 3. So the new length is gonna be 10 minus 7 is equals to 7. I want to know what happening. It's equals to R1, the length, minus added. Okay, I know what to do, but I also want to know why this is. I know exactly what to do, but I want to know why it's not working. Okay. Oh, and this one has to be length. It's 2. The fuck, dude? 2. Okay, so it's 2. Oh, why am I writing 2 right here? It's supposed to be length. Something like that. This one should also print out 2. Yeah, it is 2, okay? It is 2. Okay, it is 2. I see, I see, I see. So what's happening is we don't even need this anymore. Okay, so we're iterating array number 1 and we're checking if it is in leftover. Leftover is gonna be here. Array 2. So we're iterating array 1 and we're checking if this is in array 2. If it is not, we are adding it to array number. We don't even need to do this anymore. What the fuck? Okay, so leftover is here. So we are iterating for each var v in R1. Okay, so what we can do is if element pair, sorry, not this one, I think it was a new R, yeah. If new R dot contains k is equals to false, so it doesn't contain it. So what we are gonna do if it doesn't contain is we want to add this element to new R. It's gonna be added index. Okay, it's equals to v, and I think that should be good enough. Yeah, we don't even need a leftover or something like that, but let's check it out. Oh, it's gonna be v, and we don't need the concat anymore. We simply have to return. Yeah. Comma 0. Okay, 7 is not getting recognized for some reason. Okay. Oh, we have to also sort it out. Fuck, yeah, we have to sort the. Okay, I see the issue. The second issue is that we need to sort it after iterating, so. Left over. Okay, length. Don't really know the length of this one. Store the frequency. I see, I see. Oh my gosh, this last merging is where I'm stuck at. Merging. This is going to merge it by 0. I just want to check if this section is correct. Looks like this one is correct. So just to be safe, I'm gonna do a for each var v in leftover. Seven and 19. We should have 7 and 19 over here. Wait, is it 0? Okay, we are contains. Where the fuck is 7? Okay. Oh, we have to increment it. Fuck, dude. One. Yes, 719. Yeah, now it's correct. Okay, now after adding all of that, okay, so after sorting, we can do is we can loop this. We can do new R, and then we can do added. Bravo. Accepted. Yeah, nice. It's working. Okay, I got so much into the coding that I forgot to explain what I was doing. So, what we're doing is we're storing the frequency. We create a new array with the size of array 1, and then we are adding every single element that is in array 2, and based on how many times it repeats in array number 1. Okay? And after that, we create a new array for the leftovers, and we calculate the length and create a new array to store it. Once we have it, we just iterate array 1, we iterate the loop leftovers, and okay, you know what, we don't even have to do this. We can just iterate the map, because the map is going to contain the rest of the numbers. Yeah, we don't need to do this. We can just iterate the map, and yeah, I think we can do that. So for each var key v in kv stands for key value in element frequency. I'll just copy this. Fuck off. Okay, so you know that how we remove the elements that are presented in array 2, right? So after this loop, we are going to be left over with a map that is going to have elements that are only in R1. So we just loop this, and we are going to be adding it back. Okay, so int num is equals to kv dot key and int frequency. Okay, frequency is going to be kv dot value. Okay, so we're going to do a while loop while frequency is greater than 0. Okay, we're going to be adding it. So what we do is new r added is equals to num. Okay, and then frequency is going to decrease by 1. And at the end of the iteration, we don't even need to remove it, but we'll just remove it for the sake of, oh, you know what? No, we're not going to remove it. Removing an element when you're iterating it is not a good approach. So we're not going to do that. Plus plus, and then frequency minus minus, and this is going to add all of the items in there. We don't even need to do this anymore. Oh, we have to sort it. Fuck. Okay, this is not going to work. Yeah, because we have to sort these elements. Okay. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Okay, we have to sort it. So yeah. So we sorted. We added. Okay, yeah, this is the best that I can do. Case 2 is also accepted. You don't need this anymore. To make it cleaner, I'll do it in a false way. You call this long mod, this is just 50 line, and that's with spaces, to be honest. It's not even that long. Yeah. But I should write comments because it makes it easier for me to understand in the future. Also, I'm thinking to, make a GitHub repository where I practice all of my codes. Store, what do you call that? Frequency of numbers. Then this is gonna be iterate R2 and iterate R2 for each element that is present in map. Add it to new map based on frequency. Okay. After that, what we're doing is add 0, right? So we can do an iterate R1 and for elements if the element is not present in R2, add it to leftover, then sorted. Merge the two arrays, add elements left over to new R from added position. Okay, good enough. Perfect concise solution. Hey, yeah, there should be. I'll check it out. There's going to be sections, so we can check it out after submitting it. Python is going to be much more smaller. Okay, so I'm here. I'm not the best. I'm not the worst either. Okay. Okay, beats 86. Okay, solution, right? So if we go to solutions and we check out C#, then yeah, this is the smallest one that you can get, which is pretty much similar to mine. It's not that big. It's just like storing the frequency. What the fuck? What is this guy doing? An array of size 1001. This is bizarre. he is creating a array of size 1001. I think this does something which I'm not aware of. Okay, let's see. Okay, approach frequency array. Use an array to store the frequency because the feasible bound from 0 to 1000. Okay, this is feasible because the elements are okay. So we are given that the elements are going to be 1000 at max and 0 at the very least. I see. So that's why we know for a fact. Yeah, it's not, it's this one, arrays. In this question, they took we are not allowed to use vectors. We are supposed to return arrays, so we have to work with arrays. Vectors would have been much more easier to work with. Okay. We're building array drive. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly how I did it. This is the other one. This is in C#. Oh, this is in Java. Pretty much the same. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not the same. Frequency, length, and then length. Yo, what the fuck is this? This dude did it in like one single loop. I think that's one single loop, right? Yeah, that's one single loop. What the fuck? Oh, no, it's not one single loop. Yeah, this is one loop. This is the second loop. Yeah.